I'm here to make a birthday card with all of you. Today I'm going to be using the Happy Forever stamp set from Close to My Heart. And I'm using this little image here of this really cute little hedgehog. I use Stays On ink, and I'd never used it before, but it stays on your stamp, so that's why it kind of looks like there's a double image on this one. It's because I washed my stamp after I was done, and the black Stays On ink stayed on. So if you've never used Stays On ink like I never had, that's just something to note. The whole reason I used Stays On ink was because I wanted to do watercoloring. So this is my image, and I watercolored him with my watercolor pencils, and I used watercolor paper, and I did the background in watercolor. I really like how it turned out. I don't have a lot of watercolor pencil crayons. I have watercolor crayons, and I have a whole kit of watercolors, but for this project I just used my watercolor, out of the way kitty, my watercolor pencil crayons. So it just kind of shows that even with not a lot of colors, you can still do quite a lot of shading just by adding more or less amounts of watercolor. So these are the pencils that I use. These are Kimberly watercolor pencils. I have 12 of them. So I just would put the color on and then use the water to blend it out. And if you want me to do any tutorials on watercoloring, just let me know, and I would be happy to do that. So that's the image that I use. This card's going to be a little bit more soft or shabby chic-like, I guess would be the word. So I use this paper pack by We Are Memory Keepers. I absolutely love this paper pack. It's called Anthology, and the papers in here are so pretty. I just really like them, and ever since I've had this paper pack, I've wanted to use it, but I just haven't found a project that I thought went well with this. And I pretty much almost every time I'm starting a project, I take out this pack and see if it works with the images that I want to use. But I thought it worked really well with this watercolor. So I have this here. This could be my mat, and this is from the paper pack. I used Tea-Dye Distress ink in my distresser, and I just went around all the edges and distressed. And so that's going to go in here. And then I have this beautiful lace that I put ribbon through. I'm going to go ahead and put that on as well. The lace is this. I got this from Top Hatter in a haul for a box of lace. This is the box of lace that I got. Is pretty much the only lace I have, and it's got these little holes in it, and I thought it would just be perfect. And then I had this this ribbon here, and it just fit in just perfectly, so I decided to use that. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere that on the back. So I'm just using some tape, and I'm just going to place the ribbon where I want it. I don't want it quite center. I want it a little bit lower. And then I just flip it over and adhere it to the back. And then that will be on there. Nice. So that is the lace. And I might even use, I think, a little glue dot just in the center of the lace, just to keep it from popping up like it is. So I just have these little mini glue dots. I'm going to go ahead and take one of them and add it just in the center, just to make it stick. And I'll just press it down. There. So that's that. And then I have this little image, and I matted it again with the paper from the collection, and I think I'm going to put on pop dots. I was contemplating rounding the corners of this too, but I decided against it. I'm going to go ahead and adhere this on before I do anything else, just using my ATG gun. Then I'm going to pop this up using some pop dots that my friend Kara sent me. These are nice big ones. So I'm going to cut them in half and just to get more use out of them. And then I'll just peel it off. I'm going to stick them in the corners like that. And I'll just stick it on. Now I'm going to add a bunch of wild orchid craft flowers that I have. I kind of have an idea of how I want them to go. I kind of want to do like sprays going up the side. And then this is everything that you're going to see here. This is all wild orchid craft. So then I thought it maybe a couple of these on each side as well. And I'll trim this all off camera. I'm just want to give you that process. And then I have this beautiful rose. I'm going to put that there. And then I thought I would put these two roses here. And I did little curly cues on all these. So that's kind of the whole idea of my spray. And then I have this happy birthday sentiment. And I'm going to put some adhesive here. And then I'll put a pop dot here so that it goes just like that. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere everything off camera, and then I'll be back. So I've adhered everything on, and so that's the front of my card, and I really, really like how it turned out. I think it's really, really pretty. But with a card like this, it becomes very, very top heavy, and then the bottom definitely needs some weight. So we're going to go ahead and do the inside of the card. And the inside I kept pretty simple. I'm just using a lot of papers from the paper pack. So I have this one, and it's cut out at 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to go ahead and get some ATG adhesive on here. Then I have this paper, and I didn't actually measure it. I'm thinking it's probably 3 inches by probably 5 or 4 3/4 or so. I just always, I never waste my time with measuring. I just usually just go with what kind of fits. So that's going to go right here. And then finally I have this piece, and this is, everything was inked with Tim Holtz Tea Dye Distress ink, and I didn't measure this either. I'm thinking it's 4 by 4. Yes, it is. It's 4 by 4. I just checked it. So this one's 4 by 4, and once I adhere this on, my card will be finished, and then I'll have a spot to write my sentiment inside. So I'm just going to go ahead and line this up. There, so that is the inside of my card, and that is the front of my card. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and again, if you want a watercoloring tutorial, just let me know and I would be happy to do one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.